taking a bath with salt water or Epsom salts after you do a healing session can really help, and try to get all of you covered with the salt and rinse off if you can after it's through. Even your hair, everything should be in the salt or Epsom salts water, and the better quality salt you use, the better. Traditional ordinary salt is hardly even salt. If you can use good quality stuff from the health food store, it'll be more of an ally for you, more of a friend that has its own vibration that it's supposed to have. So I washed off, I used the sage, I used the crystal, and she could still see all this contagion. A lot of it that she sees tends to come around my eyes, and that's when she started seeing it around my eyes, because I was visualizing, I was seeing what was going on so clearly and identifying with it, therefore, that it affected my own eyes and even spread out around the general eye area. So when I washed in that area, it got rid of it. But the hand, both hands, they took on more of the contagion. Now, I was doing it under fluorescent lights, which was not a good idea. And I was also doing it when I was having kidney issues. And I've noticed that there's a relationship for me between the kidneys and healing. If I do a lot of healing work and I'm not able to cleanse all the energy out, it tends to cause more congestion in the kidneys and the water. And the more congestion there is in that area, the less my filtering system works, so that I tend to take on more again the next time I do it, and it affects my health even more. The kidneys filter our physical toxins, and these Auric contagions, they're physical in their own way. It's just that we don't see them in the same way, but they're very powerfully there. And so I drank water, I drank cranberry juice, I did everything I could to try to get rid of it, because it was really hurting by that point. You could feel knots forming all up and down my arms. Incredible, large, pulsating, throbbing, painful, hot knots. And that's reaction to the energy, and I think a lot of it is lymph that's going around the areas of someone's energy that's in your body. Whenever I take on someone else's energy, Carolyn always sees it as exactly the same color as what I've been working with that they had. And she sees it coming into my hand and moving up my arm. Now, Carolyn's vision is very precise and pristine, because she's never known what she was seeing. She's never looked into it before. And I've trained her in it in the last couple of years, but only in ways in which I would do something and never tell her what I was doing and get her feedback. And she is a person who would never try to make up or make it look like, oh yeah, it's that, you're right, this is what it is. She's very precise and matter of fact that, no, that's not what I'm seeing this. And so I completely trust what Carolyn Christie says when she sees the auras, and we both will get down the exact same color. You know, no, it's got a little bit more blue, powder blue in it than that. I think that color is called periwinkle. Oh yeah, that's it. We look it up. Yeah, that's the color. So it's something that I see as a science, and not just something that we're guessing about. Now, I tried a number of other ways to get rid of this Auric contagion, and each one of them helped. And I'd like to share all of these with you, and you may need to also do all of these whenever you're doing healing, because who knows if you're taking on a lot of someone's energies, even by doing a massage. And it's important to use everything at your disposal, to take it seriously. And this is not talked about enough at all in the healing profession. And it's not talked about enough when it comes to sex and relationships and love and pets and all these things where we touch other people, nurses, for example, they're going to be taking on people's energies a lot, most likely. And it would be helpful for people involved with the public, even people handling money, ministers, anyone at all involved in the public, to realize how important it is to cleanse yourself, cleanse your aura just like you would take a shower. When I was looking on his heart area, scraping with the crystal, Carolyn saw a lot of green come into that area. When green comes into an area, that's a healing color. Normally, whenever I work on someone, then she sees the green come in very strongly, very quickly. His aura was so gray, and there was so much to do, that it took a while before it got to the point of really healing and really having that beautiful green. But the gray cleared up and the spots cleared up and the aura brightened.